Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to Cookies and Milk. I'm your host, Ben.
I'm your host, William.
We forgot about Christmas.
No, we didn't. You could also say we forgot about Hanukkah
And Kwanzaa.
and Kwanzaa. So,
And every other holiday.
by doing that, we're the most inclusive, actually.
If we just don't talk about them,
Yeah.
it's like we forgot all of them at once.
Okay, so the topic of this episode,
It's Kickstarter.
Kickstarter, namely kickstarting video games.
Right, because who gives a shit about, like, books and art and whatnot? Not us.
Video games are art, bud.
Oh boy.
So, mainly, we got onto this topic of discussion earlier today because of Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, Mighty Number 9 is a video game that exists.
And it's... Hoo boy.
Today's cookies are Oreos.
Yeah, made by Nabisco.
Wanted to bring that up because it's breaking in my hand.
Yeah, the single layer Oreos are really crumbly.
Mm.
There's some real crumbly crackers, if you catch my meaning.
Like a race thing?
No. Anyway, let's get back to Kickstarter.
I Kickstarted Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, Ben did.
Was that like the $120 tier for Kickstarting Mighty Number 9?
You spent $120 on it?
Yeah, I spent $120.
Oh, Ben.
But I also got a shirt and
No.
other physical rewards
Who
that are coming
cares?
soon.
They're not even here?
Yeah, they're not here yet. I sent them an email in June and I was like, hey, Mighty Number 9 came out a while back. Am I going to get the physical rewards anytime soon besides just the shirt? And they were like, yeah, we were actually working on getting out the game first, but now we're working on the physical stuff. And I was
Holy
like,
shit.
alright. And then I just recently sent them another email. Like today I sent them another email.
They had like...
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, to come together
Holy
to make a game that's
shit.
not even like 30 minutes long.
Holy shit. No, it's 30 minutes long because it's fucking hard as
Yeah,
shit.
because it's hard, that's the key word.
Difficult or hard?
Difficult is the game that really pushes you to your limits. Hard makes you mad at it.
Yeah.
But yeah. There's a certain sort of blind faith and optimism that goes into kickstarting a game.
Which is weird because there's so much negativity on the internet.
Right, but the internet can all come together and say, like, I really liked Mega Man games. And Keiji Inafune says he can give me more Mega Man games.
Keiji Inafune, the man behind the Mega Man.
Of questionable how much that is.
Yeah, because someone else designed Mega Man.
Yeah, there was like, he played a role in the original Mega Man.
Yeah.
But he was like, I can give you more Mega Man. I was on the team, and it was like, alright, cool. And then he got a bunch of people together, and it sounded really legitimate.
Concept.
And then he made like $1 billion. And then he was like, don't worry, guys. After this vacation, we're gonna get started on my
Yeah,
Mega Man.
like,
And it was
I don't... Had they not gotten enough... I think had they gotten closer to just their goal, I think they would have had the game out much sooner.
And then they were like, because they got so far above their goal was maybe the biggest hindrance on their cause. Had they just broke even, or like maybe made like 100,000 over or something, and been like, all right, let's make a video game.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
I don't know what... It's not like they tried to add more. It feels like they just...
Try to add less.
Yeah. There's so little... I mean, it's a Mega Man game. What can you expect? It's a hard...
I can expect the graphics that they showed off in the very beginning, instead of the watered down garbage we got at the end.
Oh boy.
They showed it off in like beautiful environments, and they were like, no matter what enemy you kill, Beck will get powers from them and stuff.
Oh.
And that got watered down at the very end too. They got more money and gave us less product. And this is what Kickstarter runs into all the time.
Or overhype in general. I mean, look at No Man's Sky.
Yeah. In which they're like, we can do this for you, but then they can't do this for you. The difference becomes, at worst, what? You've pre-ordered No Man's Sky. You've spent $60 on No Man's Sky, or the collector's edition, which was like extra $20. I don't remember.
Is there a collector's edition?
I feel like there was, but
Yeah.
But at the worst, with Mighty Number 9, you've cashed in $10,000.
That's pretty bad.
There's no limit on how much you can give to a Kickstarter game. And it better follow up every one of your damn promises. Here's a Kickstarter side thing I'll talk about. Are you familiar with Homestuck? Are you familiar with the Homestuck game?
Now that you've mentioned that, I do remember that there was a Homestuck game.
Getting kickstarted.
Right, okay. Is it getting started now?
No, it was kickstarted, and it made its goal, and they were 2 people who donated like $10,000
Oh.
to the Homestuck game. This is a whole bunch of bullshit. So they got their fan trolls in the game as characters.
Yeah.
And then the fan trolls had a part in the official story of Homestuck.
Mm-hmm.
And story in air quotes, I didn't put it in, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
Part in the story, they showed up on a planet, and then the planet exploded. This was literally like 2 panels.
Wow.
And it was like $10,000.
$10,000, huh?
But
it's like the creator of Homestuck was like, yeah, you get your characters in my story.
yeah, and
You
then
get your characters in my
because
story.
that's what I do in my story.
Fuck that.
But it's like, but I don't even blame Hussey because maybe they were gonna have a huge role in the game if the game ever came out.
Oh.
What happened was that he like hired a team to really make this game,
Oh.
and that team took all the money and made King's Quest.
I'm not mad. I mean, I'm not mad because I don't care about Homestuck.
I know.
The new King's Quest games look sick as fuck.
Yeah, this is the weird place you run into.
Oh boy!
When it's like Aliens and Borderlands 2 or Borderlands, because it was like they embezzled all the funds from that horrible Aliens game.
It's weird.
And then made Borderlands, and it's like
weird.
Immediately stop feeling bad because of how much I enjoy Borderlands.
Okay, they made the new King's Quest, so not a new IP.
Right.
But what I can say is it was a bad. I don't think an Aliens game would have been good.
Yeah.
It's a movie tie-in. It's not a movie tie-in. It's a movie game.
They hyped this up real big though. They were like, "This is gonna be great," and a demo came out and it was good. Apparently.
What? I think I would. No one. Did people? Okay, no one kickstarted Alien Colonial Marines.
Right.
They created a new IP at the cost of another game that would have been okay, but it wouldn't have led to another series.
Right. There's a weird place you gotta be here. At the end of the day, I feel better for people who played Alien Colonial Marines and were upset about it.
But then, do you think they hold a grudge against Borderlands, or do you think they had fun playing Borderlands?
I'm not sure they picked it up. They probably hold a grudge against Gearbox.
Yeah.
The issue in that
I guess it sort of came back to bite them in the ass, though, don't you think?
Battleborn?
With Battleborn.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who was still mad about Aliens Colonial Marines got to be like, fuck you, Gearbox.
But then they bought Battleborn.
And they were buying Battleborn. They stayed up, like, late in the night for Battleborn. And they were like, no.
No. Fuck you, Gearbox. You know what? The wounds have healed.
I'm gonna give it another shot with Battleborn.
I'm ready to love again with Battleborn. Move over, Overwatch.
But
no.
No. But there's when you buy a $60 game that you don't enjoy, you can take it back.
Yeah, but not for I lost the receipt to No Man's Sky. It was the
Not if you lose the receipt. If you lose the receipt, you can't take it back.
It was the quickest game I returned.
But
shit.
Oh no.
Ass.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it floated back up to the top.
It came back for you.
I dropped the Oreo in the milk.
If you love something, let it free. If it comes back, it's yours.
My Oreo's now in my stomach.
Take it easy.
It's mine.
But if you kickstart a game, and then it comes out horrible or doesn't come back at all,
it doesn't love you, and it's not yours.
That's the kickstarting, just like cookies and milk. No, boy, you're fucked. I spent $120 on a piece of garbage indie game, dude.
Your name's in the game, though.
My name's in the credits. Yeah.
Dude, you're celeb. You should have used it for
I put that on my resume. I should have put like watch Cookies and Milk podcast. I had
Future Vision.
5 years ago, I was like one day.
Insert please watch Cookies and Milk podcast on stupidexport.com.
But no. So it's a huge risk to take. It's literally like you're what's the word I'm looking for? Investing in a game.
Yeah.
He was dancing.
I wouldn't call it dancing.
I was getting down. I
was shaking my arms from back and forth while also moving my lower half in opposite directions.
It was getting down, to be sure.
Thank you.
But no, so I kickstarted Shantae Half Genie Hero, and that just came out.
Did you get it?
I'm going to download.
It just came out?
It just came out.
Wait, I thought
There was like another Shantae
There was
game
another Shantae
in
game.
between.
Weird.
But it just came out, and I
People seem to be liking it.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it so far.
You don't have it yet?
I don't. I have to download it on my Vita, and I don't have space on my Vita.
Seems like another game that'd be good on the Vita, though.
Yeah, it's why I got it on the Vita, because it's a good Vita game.
Also, there's no games for the Vita.
Do you like JRPGs?
Ooh, boy. Don't I?
Uh,
I mean, they're okay.
that's all the Vita's got.
Actually, I can't say I don't like them, because Bravely Default and Bravely Second are some of my favorite RPGs of all time.
Yeah, that's a JRPG.
And I like Final Fantasy X, so... Back to Kickstarting.
That's on the Vita?
Shit. Oh, damn it. I gotta go get Final Fantasy X on the Vita and the Vita.
Yeah.
I gotta get the Vita.
Oh, yeah, that was a little
I
confusing
don't own
when you
the
said
Vita,
that. I got
buddy.
it. I was gonna get you a Vita for Christmas, but I don't have that kind of cash.
Shit, what?
I don't have that
I
kind
don't
of
have
cash.
enough cash to start building a library on the Vita, huh?
You get 2 free games every month, PlayStation Plus.
Fuck. Damn it. Ass.
And you can cross-play games from the PS4.
God damn it.
Some of them.
Ass.
This is like, you're all about the physical bits today. He's pulled his sweatpants like all the way up. It's tucked to his shirt.
I'm an old man, I think.
God, what are we, 11 minutes in? Holy shit.
I'm glad. There's like at least 10 more minutes of this
Oh,
fun
God.
thing.
Kickstarting video games.
He's trying not to look at me.
I also kickstarted,
What?
I kickstarted like a bunch of games. And it's like, it's fun to kickstart video games because you feel like you're getting a collector's edition.
You're investing.
Yeah, because you feel like you're getting a collector's edition no matter what. And
Don't you want to eat dinner with the developers?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 10,000. Dude, you know how mad I would have been had like I gotten to eat dinner with Hideo Kojima or Keiji Inafune.
You fuck.
I'm thinking about MGS5 again.
Man, I can't believe we kickstarted
I
MGS5.
can't believe we kickstarted MGS5. But no,
Konami came to you and it's like, do you want to fund this? We're not gonna.
Hey, we're not gonna make this game, and I was like, dude, what could go wrong? Anyways,
I put my foot on the countertop.
so kickstarting video games is fun because you feel like you're getting a collector's edition every single time you do it. Because it's like, spend $30 and you get the box and the soundtrack and the game, and it's like, that's pretty good. I kickstarted Bloodstained, and like, Bloodstained looks pretty good so far.
Is that the Castlevania thing?
Yeah, it's the Castlevania.
I wouldn't.
spiritual successor.
I don't know.
I did.
I mean, like, it
did
seems
it.
like a dangerous gambit as well.
It's just Mighty Number 9, but Castlevania this time.
Yeah.
And I want to love again.
I wouldn't.
It's too late.
I know.
But it's, there's definitely somebody, a lot of the Kickstarters I don't understand. Like, what was it? Shenmue 3?
Yeah.
Why?
Sony was gonna fund it.
Sony was gonna fund it. Why did you kickstart it? What are you getting?
Sony knew.
Sony knew we can get even more money.
Sony knew what was going on. Like, the spiritual successor to Mega Man. The spiritual successor to Castlevania. Those did well. Of course, Shenmue 3 would do well. It's the end of the trilogy.
That's the thing that gets me too. Mighty Number 9 did a lot of horrible things. Not only in letting us down, but it was like, since Mighty Number 9 did so good, it did horrible things for the game itself. Like, since they got so much more, they were like taking vacations and shit, talking about the next project. They were like, we're gonna make Red Ash too. It's just gonna be like Mega Man Legends. You guys love that shit, right? Spiritual successor to that. We're gonna get a movie for Mighty Number 9. We're gonna get a game. We're gonna get a sequel to the game.
Cartoon series.
Cartoon series for Mighty Number 9. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna love this shit. And nobody loved that shit.
No one loved the first shit.
No one loved it. The first thing we were supposed to get, because it was absurd. He opened Kickstarting for Red Ash, and it was like, you guys will kickstart this too, right? And it's like, you haven't gotten the first game yet. It's
Did they
literally like,
kickstart it?
probably. I don't fucking know. I don't think it actually did go through.
Wow.
But it was,
I'm sure they had enough money left over for Mighty Number 9.
that was after Mighty Number 9 achieved its full funding. They just opened up a GoFundMe or whatever the fuck.
What?
Or like an extra funding thing, and it was just like, you guys can keep donating to it. Maybe get some more stuff out of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there were more stretch goals after they already got so many stretch goals.
Right.
And it was like, It's the equivalent of like sitting down and eating a burger, getting halfway through the burger, setting it down, and going up to the thing and ordering a second burger, and it's like, you didn't eat the first one. You haven't finished eating the first one.
It's the same thing with early access, not the burger thing.
No, it's the burger thing.
But giving them too much credit. I don't kickstart games because if I want them, I will see the finished product. Also, I don't have a job. I mean, I do have money.
When you had money, you didn't.
Because I'm independently wealthy. The podcast has made me bank.
Yeah, now that the podcast is really starting to get its gears
You're not
going.
seeing a dime of it, though.
Yeah, I don't know how
It's direct
that works.
deposited from YouTube into my bank account.
It's my Google account on Google. I uploaded.
It's actually screwed me over very much. Like, anything I ever do to get money actually goes into your account. I've crossed the streams. I'm getting pennies while you're getting dimes.
It's pretty good. That's what's going to happen when we do actually make it big.
I get pennies, you get... Fuck you. Fuck, I see
Spoiler
now.
alert.
You get 9 more cents than me for every view.
It's pretty good, dude.
But someone thinks they can just put anything they want on early access and be like, I'll just leave it as early access forever. Because DayZ, isn't that still in early access?
Probably.
Fucking... Isn't Ark? No, you don't.
I think
Survival?
that just came out.
It just came out on PS4. I actually want to get it. We should play that. Because it's not in early access anymore.
Right now it's a full game.
But games like... And I mean, okay. Not all games that are early access turn out to be bad.
And now Kickstarter games turn out to be bad.
Because
Skullgirls.
Octodad was in early access. And that's good. That became good.
Yeah.
Gang Beasts, that has been in early access for 3 years.
I'd prefer a game to be in early access than I would it to be kickstarted. I think.
Yes. Okay, I can see that.
There's a thing about Kickstarter. I also kickstarted a game called Nilo, and I was like, this looks pretty interesting.
Nilo?
Yeah, I just got to get a good PC before I can actually run it. Because that's the issue about kickstarting games.
What?
I spent like $15 on it, and I was like,
okay.
whatever, I'll have a good PC by the time Nilo comes out.
What's it about?
It doesn't... There was no like plot to it. It was just like a dude running around. It was like simultaneously 3D and 2D. There was like weird bullet hell segments, almost like Nier-ish. But looked better than Nier does.
Ooh. You excited for Nier Automata?
I'm excited for it, but I'm not gonna buy it day one.
Because you haven't beaten Nier.
Because I haven't beaten Nier, yeah. And Nier is a horrible fucking video game.
Which is weird.
Ben, why are you playing on hard mode? Why would hard mode be impossible to play?
Yeah, actually.
Why give me an insurmountable wall if it's insurmountable?
Stop.
No.
You're blaming... Are you blaming the game or yourself?
Both.
Fuck you.
I shouldn't be playing games on hard mode, but I should be able to beat hard mode. Both of these things are true.
Okay, well... Hold on a second.
Okay.
Say you put me down in front of Mass Effect 2.
Got it.
Day 1.
Got it. You're there.
And I start on Intense. I can't beat it.
Why?
I don't know the skills.
No, let me explain to you Nier's boss fight. Let me explain to you this boss fight I walked into in Nier. There's a big monster on the wall.
Yeah.
And you have to shoot your big lances at it.
Yeah.
And if you do that enough, it breaks.
Yeah.
And then once it's broken, you gotta shoot another lance at it in order to knock it down.
Alright.
You okay?
It hurts to listen. I'm having trouble keeping track.
Nier only lets you charge
Oh.
2 lances.
Oh no.
Because that's how strong you get. If you fire both lances at it, you get enough to put it into break mode, and then you have to break it by firing another lance at it. But you can't charge up another lance at it.
Right.
I'm gonna kill him today, folks. I'm gonna. I can't. It's literally impossible. It's an impossible amount of lances.
So you're saying even someone who had the skills that they got from playing normal mode would be, it would be impossible to do.
Yeah, I've literally survived. I survived that fight for a solid like 20 minutes, and I just couldn't get anywhere in it. And I was like, the fuck is the point? And then I was like, oh, maybe it's got like a new game plus bullshit. I'm supposed to come into hard mode when I got all this stuff.
I don't think
Nope.
that's the case.
Doesn't happen.
If it was a new game plus format, they wouldn't make hard mode accessible.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of games do that. Make hard mode inaccessible to the beginning
Because
players.
then you get a New Game Plus.
No, not just because you get New Game Plus, but because it's meant for skilled players of that specific game.
Like, I beat the first
Like,
boss
I don't think
fight.
I could play Intense first time around in Mass Effect.
Like, I've been doing a bunch of bullshit in here. I beat the first boss fight. I got through the whole thing with no problems. And then I beat the first boss on, like, my second try.
Actually, I will say, Mass Effect 2 and 3, I am able to do it because I've gotten so much better at the games. Mass Effect 1, though,
Still can't do intense.
I can't do Intense. I can only do hard. Like, the game is old.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. And it's very difficult.
It doesn't feel as clean as it could be.
Like, Benezia, Liara's mom, is the worst boss I've ever fought. Because you start out in this little square. It's a cover-based shooter, like, you know. And it's hard to keep track of every enemy. So...
Like, it just feels like it's impossible to actually do that.
Yeah, Benezia's covered. You can't hit her from where you are. Or I think you can, but you have to kill all the enemies first. But, so you're fighting Geth and Asari. Asari commandos. So, the worst of tech enemies and the worst of biotic enemies. So, they'll throw things at you. And the gameplay is not smooth at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to activate skills. Like, biotic-wise. Biotics are hard to do in that game. So, you'll be flanked from all sides. You're on a small square. Like, it's a square room with a square on every angle of the square. And then there's, like, walkways. But you start out, they have the high ground on you on the left. And basically just a straight stream on the right. And you can go into cover, but the cover breaks.
Yeah.
Or they biotics you, and the cover is strewn about. And it's just hard.
Yeah.
It's just very hard and annoying to process. And I don't... Maybe I'm bad at the video game, but I don't think so. I don't think it's that.
I refuse that it's that.
I don't think it is, because I don't have that hard of a time on anything else.
Yeah. See, that's how I know it. Is that it's like... There's the question of, like, am I bad at this game? Or is this game, like, actively bullshit right now?
Yeah.
If you didn't have any problems with any other part, the part is bullshit.
Right. I mean...
That part is the creator's perfect level. They're like, the rest of the game, I don't really know about, but this part.
The Mako's a tough thing to do. I mean, it's that people can say the Hammerhead, the vehicle in the second game, is tissue paper, and it is. But it's self-repairing, but you take a few hits, you're dead.
Yeah.
The Mako, its shields will drop, and that can be it. And you won't actually know why you died.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to keep track of things with the Mako. And, I mean, I guess it's good that they're just getting rid of combat in the Mako altogether with Andromeda, but I would have liked to see a retweak of the combat, but it's kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
Because you charge in there and
It's just, like, not good enough to keep...
I don't think it's good enough to keep going, because there was a time I fought a Thresherbon, and I would do the same thing over and over again.
That's a nice topic for the next one, is actually repetitive gameplay.
Yeah. So, next time...
Alright, so we're going to wrap it up here. You got to check your monk. I'm going to go ahead and... I play all games on hard mode because I like the challenge. It feels better when you beat it. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to kickstarting video games. You just got to sort of throw caution to the wind. If you really believe in this product, go ahead and do it. There's no saying don't do it because they're all bad or do it because there's good ones out there. Just be prepared to face the consequences of your actions when you do kickstart a video game. And also, as a closing note, there's nothing quite as sad as, like, going into the things on Kickstarter and finding a game that's, like, got 3 days left, and it's, like, someone's like, hey, guys, here's my video game that I'm really excited to bring to you all. And it's got, like, 2 backers and, like, $50 out of, like, $8,000, and it's, like...
But, I mean, that's the boat we're in right now with the podcast.
There's nothing quite as sad as doing a thing on the internet and it not building up
but
steam.
there's no time limit on this podcast.
Right.
We
don't have 30
do
days.
it as much as we want. We're not, like, part of a podcast.
Anyways, that's why you should go to our Kickstarter. We're kickstarting the
Cookies and Milk, the video
podcast
game.
anthology.
What?
Anthology. It's a CD-ROM that has all the episodes of the podcast on it.
All 100 episodes of the podcast.
Yep. By the time we get it funded, we'll be at 100.
By like episode 50 just never comes out.
We're just like
our brotherly bond is broken. Like you moved to California.
I have a kid.
Oh God. You
And
do a
you're
podcast with him.
I want no but to eat the cookies. Eat the cookies, baby.
But Dad, I'm lactose intolerant.
3 days old.
But Dad.
Yeah.
Let me in. I'm at the window.
You're at the door. We're in
I have some opinions about this topic.
Hey, let me talk about Mass Effect.
You're talking about Mass Effect with your kid.
Hey, what do you think about Mass Effect Andromeda?
I need you to tell me. You got a kid by Mass Effect Andromeda. You gotta work fast, huh? Steal a kid.
This isn't my child.
No, the podcast ends because you get arrested for stealing a child.
Yeah, I mean normal things.
Kickstart my escape out of prison.
Check out my GoFundMe where I ask for my bail because I stole a child.
The person that got the child stolen backs you.
Can't wait to see what you guys do next.
You wacky person.
Alright, I think that's the end of the
I
podcast.
don't know that. Stealing a child.
child?
And us drifting apart.
Us drifting apart.
Ukulele seems like a fun game. But games take a long time to
I
develop.
thought you said ukulele.
Yeah, ukulele.
No, I thought you meant like the guitar. Like
I mean the
guitar.
instrument.
Yeah, like it seems like a fun game, and I was like, yeah, I should have kickstarted that one.
Ukulele Hero.
Yeah, but no, there's a lot of cool ones on Kickstarter, but I didn't like Banjo-Kazooie, so I didn't kickstart ukulele.
Neither did I. It just seems like they understand what they want to do.
There's also a lot of games that I don't actually. Indivisible was like a cool game that
It's
exists.
out now.
It is?
Yeah,
What?
I think.
It was like 2 days, dude.
What?
It like just got kickstarted.
No, it didn't.
Beginning of this year.
Yeah,
That's how. Games take longer than a year to make.
it already had a good rough outline.
Absurd.
I like had the demo on my PC.
Alright, shit, I gotta check that out.
I never played it because I couldn't get it running on my PC.
Yeah, of course. That's also the problem with a lot of
Like
Kickstarters.
I didn't mean like I started and I lagged. I couldn't start it.
The problem with a lot of Kickstarters is that they're like, hey, here's our game, we're gonna make it on PCs, and I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's on other consoles.
yeah, but I mean, like, one day.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's the end of the podcast. I think we can end it off on that one.
Yeah. We gotta check if Indivisible is out.
Yeah. If it is, I guess today's podcast is sponsored to you by Indivisible.
Yeah.
So that way we can get paid for it.
No, wait a second. No, you can't say that. Okay, well, that's the end.
Alright, what do you think about cookies?
Oh, I mean, they're Oreos. They could be a bit more stable in terms of cookie,
Yeah.
but other than that, they're fine. Double stuff is better.
Yeah. I would call it there.
All right. See, I've been your host, William,
I've been your host, Ben.
and that was Cookies and Milk.